Wednesday Season 2. Enid's love triangle revealed. Emma Myers spills the tea. Get ready for some juicy drama in Wednesday Season 2. Emma Myers, who plays Enid Sinclair, hints at a love triangle for her character. It makes sense, she says. Enid will be torn between her classmate Ajax and the new heartthrob at Nevermore Academy, Bruno. Who will she choose? You'll have to watch to find out. But here's where it gets controversial. Jenna Ortega, who plays Wednesday Addams, didn't want her character caught between two boys this season. She felt Wednesday didn't reciprocate feelings for either Tyler or Xavier in the first season. So, the love triangle for Wednesday is eliminated. Do you agree with this decision? Let us know in the comments. The first part of Wednesday Season 2 premieres on August 6th, with the remaining episodes concluding on September 3rd. Don't miss it! Emma Myers on bonding with Jenna Ortega and her journey in Wednesday Season 2. Imagine being launched into global fame almost overnight. That's exactly what happened to Emma Myers, the actress who plays the infectiously optimistic Enid in Netflix's smash hit Wednesday. But despite the whirlwind, she insists she's just Emma. But here's where it gets controversial. Can someone truly stay grounded when their face is plastered across millions of screens? Let's dive into Emma's world, her thoughts on fame, love, and what it's like to work alongside Jenna Ortega. With Wednesday Season 2 on the horizon, nearly 3 years in the making, it's hard to believe that 23-year-old Emma Myers doesn't consider herself a celebrity. I know I'm in some really cool things, she says, emphasizing her point with animated hand gestures. And I know maybe people look at my Instagram and think, wow, she has a lot of followers. But I can go anywhere and nobody really bothers me. That might be believable if Wednesday hadn't become a global phenomenon. Season 1 became Netflix's #1 English show of all time, racking up a staggering 252.1 million views. To put that in perspective, that's enough for every single person in the United Kingdom to watch Emma's portrayal of the bubbly werewolf 3.5 times over. With Season 2 Part 1 launching on August 6th, it's likely Emma's anonymity will soon be a thing of the past, especially as she takes on more diverse roles outside the Tim Burton universe. Speaking of Tim Burton, being part of his world definitely has its perks. He threw us a pool party when we got to Romania for Season 1 just to say hi to all of us, Emma recalls. I remember when I first got to Romania, I got a call from Tim, and I was like, oh boy, what's going on? I answered the phone, and he was like, yeah, I just want to check on you, see how you're doing. Crazy to get a checkup call from Tim Burton. But Emma's not just Enid. She's also leading Netflix's adaptation of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder as Pip Fitz-Amobi, a pragmatic teen sleuth. She was even texting her co-star and friend Asha Banks right before this interview. And if that wasn't enough, she played Natalie, the responsible big sister, in the near-billion-dollar hit A Minecraft Movie. And this is the part most people miss. Emma's success isn't just about luck. It's about hard work and dedication to her craft. I had 9,000 followers on Instagram when Wednesday came out, Emma admits, finally acknowledging the digital side of fame. And then I had something like 5 million in 3 days. It was crazy. Right now, I don't really feel any different than I used to, though. I'm still pretty me. Pretty Emma is how she was before the world knew her name. While Enid is a gregarious optimist draped in rainbows, Emma is more introspective. She couldn't be further from Enid in real life, Jenna Ortega confirms, taking a break from her busy schedule to talk about her friend. But there's the same underlying sweetness. Emma is a bit more mild-mannered and enigmatic that way. But mild manners don't equal a lack of passion. Emma has plenty of enthusiasm. For her family, she has 3 close sisters. For her characters, she creates playlists for each one to get into their headspace. And for her interests, she's currently obsessed with The Last of Us, D4VD, and of course Minecraft. She channels it all with a cool demeanor, almost as if she's sharing a secret with you. I think Enid is so far removed from myself that it's easier for me to watch the character back, Emma explains. I like my quiet time. I like to be by myself, but it doesn't mean I'm socially anxious and shaking when I get in public and try to talk to people. I am adaptable. I can be whatever the situation needs me to be. Right now, sitting cross-legged in her Georgia bedroom surrounded by childhood stuffed animals, the situation calls for her to be open about her life. From her past as a self-proclaimed pathological liar to her dating deal breakers and coping with the realities of life in the public eye, even if she's not quite ready to call herself famous. And being Emma Myers, she delivers. Do you think opposites attract? Or do you prefer spending time with people who share similar interests? There's quality in either. At the end of the day, I don't think interest is what matters or what brings people closer. It's more about whether you get along and can find common ground. Interest is just one half of it. How do you think your on-screen characters, whether Enid, Pip, or Natalie, would handle being in love compared to you? I get so invested. I'm much more of a deep lover than casual. I'm interested in this guy, and I'm going to do all this fun stuff with him, but it's not the end of the world if things don't work out. Whereas I am like, this is it or nothing. Pip is more like me. I think she's more of a serious relationship person. If we're together, it's serious, not casual. And Natalie has got too much to worry about, honestly. She does not have time. She's in Minecraft. I don't think she needs anything else piling up in her life. Joining Minecraft was both a dream and an anxiety for Emma, who avidly plays the game in her own free time. I was like, oh, this can be either good or bad, she says, and I hope it's good. Considering the film just made the list of the 75 highest-grossing movies of all time, I think we can agree it went well. As a more serious relationship person, would you say you're a romantic at heart? I'm definitely a romantic at heart, but I'm probably one of those people that doesn't show it. I feel it, but in reality, I'm like, yeah, okay, bro. I'm playing it cool, but in my head, I'm like, oh! Who was the first crush that sparked an feeling for you, whether fictional or real? I was in love with Anakin Skywalker. I was in love with him. Hayden Christensen was my on-screen crush since I was little. I just loved all the Skywalkers, loved Luke Skywalker, loved Anakin, and was huge into Star Wars. Also, Legolas and Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. They were my first crushes growing up. There's still just something about Legolas. There's just something about the mute, only speaks when necessary, mysterious guy. Has having a career in the public eye had an impact on dating for you? Is dating part of your life right now? I'm not dating so much at the minute because I'm really busy, but it's ever-changing. You don't meet very many people besides people you work with, so it's hard in that sense. And distance is always really hard if you're away working. But when you find somebody who understands what you're working on and what you're doing, it doesn't have a negative impact as much as you think it would. You just have to find the right person. What is a relationship deal breaker for you? You can always tell when a guy has grown up with sisters or respects women. If I hear a guy say something disrespectful to a girl, instantly I'm like, okay, I don't care if this girl was really mean to you. I don't care. Let's not talk like that. That's a turnoff for me. It's a deal breaker because my life is full of women. I've got 3 sisters. I love every single woman in my life. If I hear somebody speaking about a woman disrespectfully, no. People tell on themselves. If that's how they're talking about other women to you, it gives you a sense of how they might be talking about you. Literally, it's a tell. It makes me think about them so differently and wonder How are you going to speak about me? It's definitely one of those things you have to take into consideration. Slim pickings these days. In moments of slim pickings, it's nice to focus on other kinds of relationships, like friendships. On screen, of course, Enid and Wednesday are the true blue besties. What is Jenna Ortega like as a friend in real life? I love her so much. We have such a fun time together. And she's producing this next season, so she had a lot more creative input and was always telling me, if there's something you don't like or something you're not comfortable with, let me know and I'll be your person. She definitely was looking out for the cast in that sense, but she's also just such a great friend. You can confide in her. Our friendship was a natural progression, but I instantly felt really close to her because she's so cool, so open, and such a lovely person. It mirrors your characters, in a way. How would you say Enid and Wednesday's friendship has evolved from season 1 to season 2? They both have a deep understanding of one another. I think their respect for each other's needs is really lovely. Even though all Enid wants to do is be touchy and hug, she still respects Wednesday's need for space and alone time. And Wednesday respects what Enid likes and what Enid needs. Their friendship is really beautiful. Even though Enid's got boys chasing after her, she could care less. She's got her priorities straight. She knows who her best friend is. Exactly. Sisters before misters. Along with more Enid and Wednesday moments, I'm hoping we see more of Wednesday's mischievous prankster side in season 2 too, given it's what got her sent to Nevermore in the first place. Are you a prankster? Have you ever been pranked? I definitely was a pranker, but more in an evil sense. An evil sense? I was a pathological liar as a kid. For no reason, I would just make up the most random scenarios and tell people that they actually happened to me, and I would get in a lot of trouble for it all the time. I just couldn't help myself for some reason. Now to make up for it, I'm overly truthful. I think I just really wanted to be an actor, so I would just lie all the time about everything. What kind of lies? Like little ones? No. Like I would go around telling random people huge family secrets that were not real, and they'd believe me. And then I'd have to go and apologize and be like, yeah, I lied about that, I'm sorry. Insane stuff. But I definitely have been pranked before. I'm mostly the one doing the pranking though, because I find it amusing. A flair for the dramatic arts, even at a young age. Yeah, just for practice. So you've left your prankster era behind? What would you call this period of your own life? Honestly, it's just my work era. Maybe I will also give myself the fun and freedom title too, because it's true. I'm having fun and I'm free. What is your relationship like to work? It's always flopping back and forth. Some days I question why I decided to do this, but then on the really good days, I know why I decided to do it. I genuinely love acting. I love meeting new people. I love the people I work with, and I love telling stories and getting to play different characters. So at the end of the day, even if I have hard days and want to quit, it never lasts for that long. It's refreshing to hear you say that, honestly. No matter how much you love what you do, there are going to be challenging moments. That's so normal. It's always a mixed bag, and it can be hard. People are going to have opinions on what your life looks like, and will assume things that may not be accurate. Everybody's going to have something to say about what you're wearing, what you look like, and what you're doing. And you just have to let it go. At the end of the day, these people really don't know you. You have to let go and ignore it. What are Emma's fashion favorites? A good pair of jorts, baggy jeans, sweatshirts, and her 5 pairs of Pokemon pajamas featuring Snorlax and Charizard. What is the oddest rumor you've ever heard about yourself? Anytime I post one of my friends, people will say we're fake friends and I'm doing it for PR. It's so strange to see me actually genuinely loving somebody and posting them on Instagram and everybody saying I'm posting pictures for PR reasons. Very strange. But I've also seen a rumor that my older sister is estranged from our family because she's not in any pictures with us. And that's because she's been in law school and doesn't live with us because she's off being smart, being a lawyer. I don't have any recent pictures with her because of that, but everybody seems to think that she's estranged and doesn't speak to us, which is not true. I love my older sister. That's a wild assumption to make about anyone, especially someone you do not know. I know people want to have opinions about every single relationship you have. It's just how it goes, I guess. You learn to ignore it. Like, guys, I love my sister, and I will only post people on my Instagram if I actually do like them. I also feel like having a fake friendship would actually be more work than just being friends with someone. Yeah, and I'm definitely not posting my friends on my Instagram if I don't like them. I don't even think I would bother to keep up the facade of having a fake friendship, to be honest. How do you decide what to share on social media? I used to post way more, but I got uncomfortable with the lines that people were crossing in my comments and in my DMs. Now, it's more spur of the moment. One thing you won't see on Emma's Instagram often? Selfies. I could never really figure out how to do it as a kid, and I think I was just like, oh, it's not for me, Emma says. There is one exception from her teen years, though. Most of my pictures of me at 14 are with that stupid dog filter. I literally cannot find a photo of me at 14 without the dog Snapchat filter on. It's awful. What are some fan interactions that have stayed with you over time in a more positive sense? One time, I met a girl at a convention, and she had somehow gotten together a bunch of fans for my birthday and made me this huge picture book. Every single fan had written out a handwritten note, and they made a playlist of songs they thought I would like. A collage of all of my interests, movies I should watch, all sorts of stuff. I have it in my room because it's so heartwarming. I was like, why would you sit there and make this for me? That's crazy. And they were like, oh, we just really wanted to do it because we love you. I still have that book. Including recommendations based on your taste is such a wow. Did you actually take the recs? I went through and listened to every song. Yes, clearly your fans are proud of you. Of all the scenes you filmed in your career thus far, which makes you the proudest of yourself? I'm really proud of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder because I didn't have long to train for it. I did a British accent and it's not halfway bad. I wasn't going to take the job initially because I was so scared about doing the accent and not having time to perfect it. But I was like, you know what? There's no better way to learn than just throwing yourself right into it. So I did it, and I'm pretty proud. It was great. I remember looking up whether you were British or not after watching. No way. You made me question it. I had to fact check. That's perfect. The fandoms of your projects are delightfully active. Would you say you're part of any fandoms yourself right now? What do you give attention to when you're having your quiet time? I wouldn't say I'm part of any fandoms right now, but I do love The Last of Us. Do you know D4VD? He's got a great album that just came out. And honestly, I've just been playing a lot of Minecraft. It's great Minecraft cast an actor who genuinely plays the game. Did you anticipate the wild reception that movie would get when you signed on? I was a bit scared because Minecraft so beloved. I was like, oh, this could go either really good or really, really bad. And it went really, really good. It went well because the movie and the marketing doesn't take itself too seriously. We're all here to have fun. It's a goofy movie. The point of it is to go see it and laugh and have fun. Another thing Emma didn't anticipate? Her reaction to stepping onto set the first time. The first set I saw was our forest set, and it was so cool because I played so much as a kid. Getting to see that in front of me, it really made me feel like I was actually in the game. What is the last thing that made you laugh? How would you describe your sense of humor? Nostalgia gets to me. My sisters and I have been saving lots of memes of where we grew up in Florida, and they're so accurate that I can't help but cackle at them. That sort of stuff gets me, but also just dumb humor. My younger sister has got the stupidest sense of humor, but it's so funny. I laugh a lot. It doesn't take much to get me to laugh. It's nice to be a person who laughs a lot. What's the biggest lesson you've learned about relationships in your life so far that helps keep you laughing loud and often? Try and understand other people. Although you might come from different backgrounds, might have different opinions, different beliefs, different views, or different careers, nobody else's life has less value than yours. If you're able to be quiet and see things from another perspective, it gives you understanding. That's definitely something that I've learned. Wednesday Season 2 starts on Netflix on Wednesday, August 6th. Now it's your turn. Do you think Emma's grounded perspective on fame is realistic? Or is it just a matter of time before the spotlight changes her? And what do you make of her evil pranker past? Share your thoughts in the comments below.